That has got to be, for you, probably one of the craziest finishes of your career.
Well, we had a couple, weren't we? We came back against Western New York and won, came back against Sky Blue Tide, came back today and won. And Western New York, I think that, we came back and showed real class throughout the whole game. The last two games, including tonight, Sky Blue and tonight, we maybe have dug the hole a little bit ourselves. But we had the character and the quality and class and belief. We kept saying at the end there, believe, we can get another one and come back. And we did it and showed it again. And I think that's a great thing. We can go back and help the rest of the minutes and affect the rest of the minutes, improve things. But to have that in a group of players is something that we're going to need all the way through to the end. That's the difference in winning games. That's the difference to making playoffs. Now we just got the other 70, 80 minutes to fix.
Ella Masser called Christine Nairn a thorn in her side since Penn State, and said that was pushing 35 or 40 when she rocketed that shot off.
Yeah, it's a great shot. I mean, Nairn was quiet tonight. She had a quiet game and she made up for it right at the end. It's the first thing that she said when she walked off. She didn't feel she did enough tonight, but if you're around and you do that at the end, we kind of take that. We take that most weeks. So yeah, it was pleasing to see. Great strike, great goal.
Yeah, Matheson's been almost automatic on PKs and just seemed like
I actually know why she missed it. I played a role in her missing it. I've never spoke to her about her penalties. Ever since I've been here and she's been scoring, I never make a comment. I never say well done. I never do anything. And I made a big mistake at recovery after the last game. I made a comment about the penalty, and then I said straight after, I know that's gonna jinx us. So don't let it jinx us. So I've got to keep my mouth shut. I've got to stay quiet and not talk to her because she's formidable at penalties. So she'll be back there next week banging it in.
Well, it was a little fun being Canadian versus Canadian as well. You almost had to think, how many times have they gone through that in practice?
I think with the normal person, maybe not with Diana though, because she's just cool as ice. I mean, she's so intelligent. She's calm. She never loses it. So composed. It was a great save. I mean, McLeod was at full stretch. It still almost spilled in after. I put that down to a great save and anything else.
Houston seemed to get a lot of good balls into the box, especially on their corners. Ashland seemed to always be in spot, coming up big, making herself seem bigger than she was.
Yeah, she came up big. Creaker came up big on a header. Yale came up big on a header. They were a bit bigger than us, and set pieces was going to be dangerous, and it showed. Harley got free. It's disappointing she had that much space, but they took advantage of being a bit taller than us, and we've just got to be when you've got that disadvantage, you just got to be in the fight. I mean, Laurie Lindsay probably won headers that she should never win because in centre midfield she's winning headers over people bigger than her. She just wanted it, so we've got to carry that throughout, especially on set pieces.
3 Spirit players from last year on Houston's roster. How much does having those movement of players kind of help other teams now in the second season?
It was nice to see him back. It was great to see a big cheer from the crowd when they were announced. I'm sure today they wanted to prove a point, come back home to where they were last year and have a great game in front of the fans that cheered for him last year. So it was great to see him.
Well, thanks for your time, Mark.